Yeah, yeah, I hope the kids are good too. Listen, I was thinking about buying a house. Do you know what I'm supposed to do? Hi guys, Nicholas Monteer here, helping you buy or sell near or far. Again, providing you that real estate education we think you so desperately need. And today we're talking about the 5 things that I feel like every buyer should do. And I really wish they would do these sooner rather than later. So I really hope that this video is of huge importance. And I especially love number 5. 5 is my favorite. But the first one, ask someone, find it online, Google it. What is the process for real estate in your state? How does it flow? How does it go? Don't go into this blind, guys. This is the biggest investment you're going to make in your entire life. And hopefully you get to do it several times. But if it's your first time doing this, or if it's been a long time, real estate laws, rules change every single year, and you need to be aware of what paperwork's involved, what kind of disclosures are involved, what does that process look like. You can get this information from a variety of sources, but understand that process. And I think a quick Google search is usually pretty sufficient, but that's something you are really gonna wanna know, because it's gonna outline exactly what you need to be prepared for. And I feel after all the people, friends and family I've talked to about real estate, the biggest thing is not knowing what's going to happen. Number 2, and you're gonna notice a trend in this video today about shopping around. Shop around for a home inspector. Oh my gosh. Google, look, interview, ask questions. What kind of home inspector are you gonna work with? First off, how long have they been doing their home inspections, right? That's a big thing, because the longer they've been in the business, not true for every industry, but true for most, if they've been in the business a long time, that's usually a really good sign that they're not a fly-by-night inspector. They probably have great insurance, bonded and insured, all that good jazz. Asking them, what's their process when they inspect a home? Like, what do you actually look at? I've heard some inspectors don't inspect certain aspects of a home. Just now I heard in our state, at least in California, they are now inspecting sprinklers again. So that's a beautiful thing, because for a while they weren't checking sprinklers, which can be somewhat important and costly if you don't know anything about sprinklers. But roof, foundation, your general inspector is supposed to be kind of like a once-over for the property. Make sure they know what they're doing. Ask them some questions. There's some great Q&A. I'll go ahead and put a couple of links down below to some articles that I love on kind of some things you should really know about a home inspection before you go. So anyways, I'll put those down below. Number 3, talk to a lender now. Get pre-approved, get pre-qualified. You wanna make sure you know what you're shopping for, right? You wanna make sure you know, if I go out and look at this house, this is what I can afford, this is what kind of monthly payment I'm approved for, what I'm comfortable with. I think sometimes people think, oh, I'm spending, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 on a home. Sometimes it's not the purchase price that's so important, it's more about that monthly payment that is super important, because I think a lot of us live, month to month as far as our expenses goes, and we're living in a situation where we want to understand, what is our outgoing going to be? If I'm renting today for, let's just say $2,000 a month or $1,500 a month, what does $2,000 or $1,500 a month get me in a home price? And I think that's really crucial. Only person that's gonna be able to really tell you exactly what that looks like is gonna be a lender. I'm gonna put a link below to my Patreon account if you guys want some principal and interest kind of calculation sheets. I've got a really good one hosted on my Patreon account. I'll go ahead and send you guys the link below so you guys can check that out if you want to. Really great worksheet just to kind of give you an idea. But again, aside from that worksheet, really that lender is going to be the only one who can tell you what's going on. Now remember, don't just talk to one lender. One lender is not good enough. You need to talk to 2, maybe 3 different lenders. And again, I'm not a lender, and again, I'm not necessarily giving you real estate advice, I'm giving you advice from my own personal experience. From my experience, if you shop around for a lender within 30 days, no matter how many lenders you talk to, it's only gonna look like one ding on your credit, because the credit bureaus look at it as that you're shopping around for the best program for a home purchase. Shop around, it's not gonna hurt you, from my experience. So number 4, And this is, again, a huge one too, and I think a lot of us are so fearful to go out there and actually knock on the door of local real estate companies and say, hey, I want to talk to somebody about buying a home. Whether you're searching online, guys, you want to knock on somebody's door, talk to a few realtors. That is so important. Don't just work with the first person you meet. And it's so funny, a recent study showed that 80% of people work with the first realtor they meet. Oh my gosh, 80% work with the first realtor they meet? How do you know if they're qualified to facilitate you? You know, how do you know if you met them at an open house? Did you meet them at a local real estate company? Did you find them online? What really qualifies that realtor to work with you? Like, what is their value for you, right? I think that's a big question. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a link down below on the top 10 questions you should be asking your realtor when you go ahead and interview them to help you buy a home. It's super important. And again, don't just talk to one, talk to two, maybe talk to three. It's time consuming, guys, but it's super important for you, and it's gonna save you time and money in the long run. Number 5, get a list of wants and needs. And I think this is the most important step out of all of this. This probably is the first thing you're doing. Make a list of wants and needs. And I say go for, your top 5 to 10 maybe your top 7 or 8. Things that you cannot live without. And again, this includes bed count, bath count. Be very realistic. If you need 3 bedrooms, why? Ask yourself that. If you need 2-3 bathrooms, why? And again, if you need 5 bedrooms, why? Do I need a large backyard? Do I want a pool? Does it have to be this certain style of home? Does it have to be a new construction, not new construction? You need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with yourself. And I always tell people, make the list long. Your prioritized items need to be at the top. You're likely not gonna find every single thing on your list, but having this list ahead of time is gonna really help you delineate what houses I realistically want to look at. Again, gonna save you time and money, and that little list of features is gonna be so crucial throughout your entire home searching process. Again, guys, today this was the top 5 things I feel like every single buyer should do yesterday. So again, thank you so much for watching our channel here. This has been Nicholas Monteer helping you buy or sell near or far. If you guys have any questions, concerns, feel free to comment below. Let me know what kind of content you want to see. And feel free to check out the other videos on our channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, that notification bell so that you can keep on being notified when we submit new content as we are getting stuff out every single week. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you soon.